So, last time, Lotharingia got bigger because of inheritance. Bulgaria gained more land, and the Jorvik gained land as well as they won the war against Northumbria. Let's continue and see what happens. And now, the Umayyad are now in a bit of a revolt. That's fine. So right now, West Francia is defending against King Bagsek the Hunter in the Yilland conquest of Brugge. Interesting. So it looks like the Vikings are trying to attack France. They're looking for this province over here in particular. East Francia also has Bavaria under their control. King Karlman of East Francia. East Francia right now attacking Bulgaria. Although it's Bulgaria attacking Murom? I'm not sure. Whatever it is, they are attacking this thing, and a lot of people seem to be a lot of people seem to be defending them, but East Francia is backing up Bulgaria. But isn't Bulgaria a different religion? No, yeah, they're Orthodox, and East Francia is Catholic, so I'm not sure why they're helping each other out. They might just have an alliance, and because the religions are similar, they're not as, they're not as concerned about religious affairs as, say, for example, a Catholic and a Sunni Muslim, which would be completely different religions. As usual, not much going on over here in where the Horse Lords are. Karen's still doing pretty well. Saffarids of Persia. Anything going on in the Abbasids? Not much. The Byzantines are at peace, and Bulgaria is in their war. Right now we have Murom with 6,500 men. However, East Francia bringing on over 7,500 men. They're going to go ahead and attack, although, wow, they just moved out of the way right there. Wow, they just moved out of the way. And it looks like East Francia is going to go ahead and attack and win against the pagans. So it looks like Bulgaria may be able to expand even more. It looks like Bulgaria is going to be a big power this game for now, considering that they are expanding a lot. Last video, they expanded from this small land to there, and we saw something happen with Italy. Maybe some inheritance happened over in Italy. Where's the Italian capital? All the way in Spain. King Giles is Jewish, though. Oh my goodness. Oops, sorry. I accidentally hit next song. Wow. The Italian king is Jewish. Let's take a look at Burgundy. That is incredible. Oh my goodness. It's rare when things like this happen, where like a king is just a completely different religion. I've seen heretics, but just completely turning Jewish is a very unusual thing. His heir is Catholic, though, so I don't think the Judaism in Italy is not going to last. Although, yeah, King Lothar III now rules in Lotharingia, and over down in Burgundy, King Richard. So it looks like because of the death of Lothar II, Lotharingia, Hungary, and Italy are all now separate. So let's take a look at these Italian revolts here. We have Italy against Ambrosio of the Italian revolt. King Charles II's claim on Italy. That one just ended. And they probably peaced out. Yeah, they peaced out there. And we also got Italian revolt war for Herbert's claim on Italy. Ansaldo of Italian Revolt versus King Giles of Italy. They're also defending against Sheikh Abd al-Rahman of Al-Mansa over here. I think, yeah, the Umayyads are looking to kick Italy out of Iberia. I don't think they really belong there, and something happened over here as well. Some inheritance. King Louis the Stammerer just took over, so, well, they didn't take over. I think they inherited. Let's double check that. Yeah, they, King Charles III died a natural death at the age of 19. What the? Natural death at the age of 19? What in the world? How do you die a natural death at the age of 19? Okay, paradox, please fix. Anyway. Something going on over in England. We have Wessex at war currently. Oh, no, they're not at war, they're just getting raided a lot. Ireland's still a mess. Scotland, getting raided. Sweden, still a jarldom as opposed to a kingdom, although he is a petty king and not a jarl, so maybe he is a king, but a petty one and not a regular king. He should probably get himself a kingdom. And Italy just fell apart into a million little pieces. Wow. So just like that, Italy is down to a million little pieces. And, uh-oh. What is going on? King Giles, first he was Jewish and now he's Sunni Muslim. I think this is going to trigger, I don't think Crusades can trigger this early. I think the earliest Crusades can trigger is 950. But yeah, there's probably going to be some big holy warring going on, and East Francia is now going to try and conquer Italy here, because, you know, you can't have people of opposite religions on your lands, well, on your historical lands. And it looks like they're probably going to be successful because they do have over 3,000 men. We'll see if anyone else joins them. It doesn't look like it. Although, yeah, that is weird. King Lothair. Apparently King Lothair turned Dutch. Interesting. Lothair is now Dutch. Something is happening with this game, and I don't know what's going on. People turning Dutch, people are turning Muslim and Jewish. I mean, I don't know what's going on. All I know is that Hungary expanding a lot. Wow. And not only that, a lot of people are forming defensive pacts against Hungary because they are expanding way too quickly, it looks like. Bulgaria is starting to shrink because Hungary just took over a bunch of their land. This episode has been crazy so far. However, I think the Karlings still have overall control of Western Europe. We'll take a look at that in a moment. If I can find the dynasties. Yeah, Karlings still rule over a vast majority of Europe, although Italian control seems to not be as big. Probably because Italy has split into a million pieces, and so let's take a look at these Italian dukes. We have Duke Suppo II of Spoleto, and in Tuscany we have Duke Adalberto the Ill, ruler of Italy, and of course the Revolt. Benevento has always been independent. Lotharingia still owns these two provinces, and everything's just mad. So King Louis the Stammerer, Lois the Stammerer, whatever. So there are two heirs right now, Prince Louis and Carloman. Oh, and Thierry. Although they are Occitan, which is interesting enough. Probably because they are Occitan, which is Aquitanian culture, so that makes sense. See, everyone's just starting to split cultures now. Everyone's starting to embrace different cultures and stuff. Oh my goodness, King Halfdan Whiteshirt is a demon worshipper. Not only is he a demon worshipper, he has magical corruption, and he's highly suspicious. Well, yeah, I don't doubt he's highly suspicious if he's worshipping demons. So yeah, Hungary in a bunch of wars. Hungary against Khazaria now. It's the Hungarian invasion of Khazaria. Khazaria's all the way over there. What are you doing over there? Man, the border gore is going to be real. Meanwhile, Karen still gaining land. Usually Karen gains this area and then falls apart, but it seems to be that they're continuing to expand up north. So we have a pretty strong Karen this game, although they did turn Sunni Muslim. I don't think they are no longer Zoroastrian, so I think the Zoroastrians are pretty much gone from this game at this point. We do also have the Samanids here. Shah Nasser the Butcher. He's trying to murder someone. He's trying to murder Satrap Kekosrau. I don't know. Kekos. What the? I'm not even gonna try. Let's just get back to these videos, even though I just did. Awkward. So yeah, any wars going on? Yeah, definitely. Lollard uprisings. Defending against Duke Guillaume the Cruel in Dauphinian Aquitanian de jour war over Vivarais. So apparently, Dauphinian? Someone over in Burgundy. Okay, I got it. Someone over in Burgundy, and apparently Lotharingia is attacking the Umayyads, holy war for Aragon. So it looks like Lotharingia is looking for all of Aragon. And East Francia has taken over Italy, and they do have this. They still have this little Muslim hold here over in East Francia, over in Valencia. This guy still owns Valencia and is still Muslim. It's probably, I told you that wasn't going to last very long. But Hungary still continuing to gain lots of land. They now have land over here. Ara? Abba? That said Ara. Abba. King Ambrose of Abba. Interesting. Talking about Abba, the Abbasids are at war here against Shah Jamshid of the Shahid Shahdam, although I don't think that's an Abbasid thing. I think that's a Safarid thing. Yeah. Actually, the Bahmanids are attacking the Safarids right now, which I don't think is a very smart idea, considering the Safarids are huge. They're huge, and they just turned green for some reason. Were they not Muslim before? Or what's going on? They probably were. They just changed color randomly for no reason. Let's see what the Byzantines are up to. They're just getting revolts. And I think the Jorvik did gain a bit more land, which is interesting. And some provinces are starting to turn Germanic over in England, so watch out for that. Svyatot still hasn't formed the kingdom. Bulgaria, right now at peace. Hungary should probably get some peace. And boom, something just happened over in Burgundy. A lot of lands just changed from Aquitaine to Burgundy control as Richard, King Richard of Hungary, now rules. Oh, I think he already did rule, but whatever. But yeah, Burgundy suddenly gained these lands over here, causing even more border gore, which is very characteristic of the medieval ages. Haven't looked at epidemics in a while. We have some smallpox over in Africa, camp fever over in Italy, some measles in Greece. Even more, there's some more smallpox, and camp fever over in the Abbasid. I guess the two rivers here, the Tigris and the Euphrates, I think those are. And in England, nothing. Scandinavia, nothing. Yeah, there's not really much stuff up here, I think because it's cold. so it's not as prone to diseases as, say, the warmer areas of, say, the Mediterranean and India and Africa. Arnulf the Frail of East Francia. So yeah, King Karlman died, and now Arnulf the Frail has taken over. So it's starting to get a little slower now. It was really crazy, like near the beginning of this episode. It's not as crazy anymore. But yeah, they're going to go a little longer than just a decade, considering they were going at 4 speed, and it's only been about 16 minutes, so I think we'll go a little bit longer here for this second episode. So East Francia and Bavaria have split. Bavaria now owned by King Karlman II, and East Francia by King Arnulf the Frail. Hungary, once again involved in war, they are attacking Chief Mechoslav of Bryansk, or Mechoslav, I'm not sure, in the Hungarian conquest of Surgov, or Sugrov. King Arpad is winning. So they are trying to take over Bryansk here, Bryansk. Hungary really creating an empire here. You gotta watch out, King Arpad really gaining lots of land. They have 7,000 men. Bulgaria has 4,500, a little under 4,500 men. Georgia has just been Georgia, although they are at war. They are right now defending against the Hashemids because they want to take over Kartli, although unfortunately for them, and fortunately for the Hashemids are going to take over Kartli. And then other war just stopped. I don't think it meant anything major. So yeah, they are currently sieging them down. Bit of a revolt going on in Burgundy. Aquitaine, also some revolts. Pretty much mostly revolts. Besides the Georgia Hashemid thing, and the Abbasids over here are currently at peace. Caliph Mahmud. So Al-Mutaz died of cancer at the age of 27. RIP. And Mahmud has taken over. Meanwhile, the Tulunids, oh, I didn't comment enough on the Tulunids. They have been conquering Abyssinia like mad. They've just been coming down here and conquering all this because the Tulunids start with just this, right? They only start with about this, pretty much the Egypt area. But they have been expanding south a lot, and now they have all this land. And they're continuing to attack. They're now attacking Damat. They're going for another holy war for Damat. And this guy's also trying to kill Emir Abu Bakr the Bold over here. So he's trying to kill one of his own vassals, which is a little concerning. And boom, the Tulunids just took over. And the Hashemids, I think they were at like 96%. What happened? Oh, the Hashemids pieced out. It's actually Azerbaijan now looking for Kartli. Azerbaijan being one of the Abbasid sultanates here. Abbasid sultanates? Emirates? Sheikdoms. Apparently sheikdom. Interesting, it's a sheikdom. Emirates, that would be. Sultanates would be king level. So we are approaching 890. We're going to stop it at around 890. Aquitaine having a little piece of Africa here, which is interesting. Although I don't think the Sunni Muslims will be happy about that. They're probably going to try to take it back, especially considering it's not a coastal province. It's a little weird. Usually when there are some Catholics, usually they conquer like a couple provinces here or a couple provinces, but usually like along the coast. They usually don't have provinces in, they don't have a landlocked exclave like that. So yeah, Prince Giles is now 19, and yeah. He's looking to kill King Lothar III. Some intrigue going on. Why? Because, he no longer inherits, but Prince Theodulf of Lotharingia now inherits. And anyway, it is in fact 890. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and Noble Xenon signing out.